masculine and proper role.
That's right.
In a desperate search for a secure male identity,
Yes.
some are attracted to gross distortions.
That's right.
Some embrace a brutalized and arrogant posture while others retreat into insecure manhood, never understanding a man's responsibility to lead.
All right. So that what that is, so they don't know as a young boy what it is to be a man and what to not be a man. They think what we talk about the media, that's what they think it is.
They were never trained.
They were never trained. So that's where the problem is you can't recharge that young boy's life because you are as a man not there to show him and train him. And if you have not been taught, then that's another lost generation right there.
We now face the phenomenon of perpetual. You throw these hard words in there, Tyrone.
They ain't hard, man.
Perpetual boyhood on the part of many males.
Yes.
Refusing to grow up, these young men function as boys well into their 20s.
Yes.
Some even to their 30s and beyond.
That's right.
As an extended male adolescence marks lifestyles, expectations, behavior, of far too many young males whose masculine identity is embraced awkwardly, if at all.
That's right, because they don't understand what it is to be a young man. They don't know.
When does a boy become a man?
Yeah.
The answer to this must go far beyond biology and chronicle age.
That's right.
As defined in the Bible, manhood is a functional reality demonstrating a man's fulfillment of responsibility and leadership.
Stop right there. The responsibility as being a man is responsibility and leadership.
Yep.
That's what it's all key on. But it's characteristics in there. We talked about this many months ago. There's some characteristics that you gotta have that will back up the responsibility and the leadership part.
With this in mind, let me suggest 13 marks of biblical manhood. The achievement of these vital qualities marks the emergence of a man who would demonstrate true biblical masculinity.
I just gave you 6.
Spiritual maturity sufficient to lead a wife and children.
Yes, yes.
Personal maturity sufficient to be a responsible husband and father.
Yes.
Economic maturity sufficient to hold an adult job and handle money. Physical maturity sufficient to work and protect the family.
Yes.
Sexual maturity sufficient to marry and fulfill God's purposes.
Yes.
Moral maturity sufficient to lead as an example of righteousness.
Yes.
Biblical manhood does not develop in a vacuum.
That's right.
A boy's most important teacher is his dad.
Here it is.
And one of a father's chief responsibilities is to instruct and inspire his son into true manhood.
There it is right there.
Praise be to God.
Good God from Zion. Ooh,
That
that was a good one, Brother Josh. Josh, he just summed it up right there in that last statement right there. A boy's most important teacher is his dad, and one of the father's chief responsibility is to instruct and inspire his son into true manhood. If you're going to inspire your young boy in your life or to recharge his life, you got to speak into his life. You got to speak life into that young boy. If you don't speak life to him, he's going to die internally. He's going to have an emotional problem for the rest of his life. He's going to have problems with relationships with girls, because if he don't see you treating a woman in the right way and you're running around with other women, he's going to do the same thing. All right? So let's treasure the time that God gives us with our young boys. Let us treasure that, but also let us give him information. Give him things that he's going to need to grow into what God prepared him and created him to be. And that is a young man into malehood and masculinity. Praise be to God. Wow, that was huge. I'm just so full today because that was a good message there, talking about time, how we waste our time. We'll go to the bars, we'll hang out with the women, we'll do all these things, but we don't spend time with these young boys to teach them. And we're too ashamed and too prideful to say, I don't know. So we'll just tell a boy, don't be a sissy, grow up, be a man. What does that mean?
Or go ask your mother.
Oh, go ask her. Well, she don't know.
Nope.
She don't know. She a woman. And she can't help that young boy.
Only we can.
Only we can. There it is right there. Wow. I hope that y'all have enjoyed the broadcast. We have really touched on some issues here. We want you to call. We want you to call us. Go on our website. Give us a call. If you want to talk, we're always here for you. 919-482-550. Go to our website, theministryoffidelis.com. Go on our Facebook page. Go on our YouTube broadcast. Trauma Network for Men. We got all this stuff out there to help you. All right. So you ain't got to be ashamed. Go in there and learn. All right. It's there for you. Me and Josh not doing this for our help. We're doing it to help you so you can help somebody else. All right. Praise be to God. Brother Josh, any more? All right. Take it on out, brother.
It's not about how you see, it's how you handle it that really matters.
Finally, the secret is out.
Even strong men struggle.
Praise be to God. We love you, and we look forward to seeing you next time here on the Trauma Network for Men. So long.